I think RJ Barrett's going to have the best NBA career out of anyone in this rookie class, and by far. I think no, and I think it's fair that a lot of people like Zion and Ja, and I saw these players. I'm saying I saw Zion and RJ on the same floor, and as a lot of people saw Zion as the guy, I saw RJ as the guy. How you guys doing? It is Friday, August 7th, 2020. I here in this quarantine. I'm James Simpson for this episode. I'm gonna get into why I think RJ Barrett is gonna I think is gonna be fine. I think he's gonna be a perennial all-star, a Hall of Famer. And once he puts everything together and he finds a way of how to deal with the dysfunction that is the New York Knicks, RJ Barrett's going to be an all-time great. I don't know. I think people fell asleep on RJ Barrett too early. So here's my thing, right? First of all, this dude, starting in high school, this dude reclassifies from the class he's in. He moves ahead of grade. He skips, because not that many people do that. Like, it's really rare. Only, you'll see, like, top prospects do it. Like, Marvin Bagley did it when he reclassified to my year. And then RJ Barrett, the year after him, did the same thing. He was supposed to be 2 grades below me, but now he's a grade below me. He wasn't supposed to be in Zion's year, but he was. And he reclassified, went to this Duke team, and in his first year, in his freshman year, where he should have been a senior in high school, he went on to average 22.6 points per game, 7.6 rebounds, 4.3 assists, all while shooting 45% from the field. He shot 30% from three, 30% from three still, and he still shot about 67% from the free throw line. Dude, I watched that season. I don't know. Like, I think out of all of these players, I probably have the most faith in RJ Barrett because I think when he puts it all together, I think he's the most complete player in this draft class. And of course, the free throw stuff, he'll get better at that naturally. I think there's a lot of growing pains that comes with coming to the NBA, and the double pain and the growing pains are doubled when you get drafted to the New York Knicks. No, but I think once he gets everything going together, I think he's going to be the best at least out of the top three players that were drafted. The other players in the draft, of course, we're looking out for them, but I think this year we like to look at this rookie class as it's a two-player class. People think of it as it's Zion and Ja, and because they both have been playing in really good organizations where they've kind of built the team around them, they have been able to kind of thrive in these situations. For instance, Zion is in New Orleans with a lot of good young talent around him, a lot of good shooters, and Lonzo Ball, who might be the best point guard suited for Zion Williamson's play. Additionally, Ja Morant is being placed on a Memphis Grizzlies organization that had been rebuilding right before him, and they had been ready for him, giving him young pieces like Jaren Jackson and Grayson Allen and nice young pieces for the Grizzlies to build around and kind of mold and shape. RJ Barrett, not his fault, drafted to the New York Knicks. Great city, great market. But of course, the front office is dysfunctional, and with the roster being built the way that it is, especially how it's being built around Julius Randle of all people, I think that once the New York Knicks give RJ Barrett that complete freedom to try to be the playmaker that he is, I think he's the best out of all the. But you saw him in the Rising Stars game when he actually had teammates to pass to. I think his game is most definitely slept on. And people are overlooking the fact that even though he had Zion Williamson on his team, he still averaged 23 points as a game at Duke as someone who should have been a senior in high school. He goes to the pros, and in this year, he's averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and a steal a game. He's shooting 40% from the field, 32% from three, and he's making 61% of his free throws. And this was his age 19 season. I think RJ Barrett has all the tools for him to thrive and to have the best career out of all of them. I think because he's still a 30% three-point shooter in his age 19 season. I think once he gets his free throw numbers up and he kind of works a bit more on his shooting mechanics, it's over. Everything else, he's the most complete player out of all of them. He has the size, he has the strength, he has edge, which is a very underrated quality that you kind of miss in a lot of other players. He has edge that some players in his class don't. And his ability to see the floor added on to his experience and the intangibles that you can't teach. I have no reason to doubt that this kid is going to be a 10-time All-Star. I have no reason to doubt that this kid's going to end up with at least 25,000 points in his career if all goes well. Nah, the world is sleeping on RJ Barrett. And once Julius Randle either defers to RJ Barrett or just leaves the team, until that happens, yeah, I mean, of course, you're not going to see RJ Barrett unleashed at his full potential. But this dude, he has all the moves in the book. He has a lot of stuff you can't teach. And the way that he's built and the way that he plays basketball, I have no, like, out of the three players, RJ Barrett is probably the one of the three that I'm least worried about, at least at the top of his game. Because as of right now, he's an unfinished product and he's still a monster. He's still one or two good moves away, or like one full offseason of working on his jump shot away from being an all-star next year. But for now, he's playing with the dysfunction that is the New York Knicks, and the way he's been able to deal with it, I'm impressed. I've seen him play at Duke. I've seen him on the floor. To me, out of all the players I've seen at Duke, I still think RJ Barrett's gonna have the best career out of anyone I've seen. And I love Marvin, and I'm gonna get into Marvin too. I think Marvin's definitely slept on. I love me some Marvin, but RJ Barrett's gonna be that guy. I think when it comes down to it, as of right now, including Kyrie Irving, I think RJ Barrett right now might have the best NBA career of any Duke player when it's all said and done. But I don't know who's gonna commit to Duke in the future. I have no idea, but so far, through August 7th, 2020, of all the players that have played at Duke, RJ Barrett will have the best NBA career. And you can chalk me down saying that right now. With that said, I appreciate you guys for hearing my piece, and I really hope to talk more about RJ Barrett as the time goes on, man. RJ Barrett is that dude, and to me, y'all shouldn't sleep on him. Just because he's on the Knicks and because he plays with Julius Randle, like, don't count him out, man. The dude can play. Wait to see what he does when he has actual teammates. That's my question. Like, wait until he has another teammate that's able to pull his own weight the way RJ can, and then we'll see what RJ Barrett can do. With that said, thanks for hearing me out. Peace out.